Okay, guys. Hello, guys. We have Coach Tab Baldwin, Terdy Ravena, Isaac Go, Mike Nieto, Matt Nieto, and Adrian Rong. We have Coach Tab first. Congratulations for accomplishing a 14-0 sweep in the elimination round. Your thoughts about it?
Thank you very much. We understand that this is a significant accomplishment for a basketball team to go through a season undefeated. But, you know, as you all know, the job isn't done. This is really the season before the season. And it's not going to be very difficult for us to, you know, get our focus on the playoffs and you know, watch the step ladder take place and see who comes out of it. It's going to be tough for those teams. They're all very, very strong, deserving teams. They all fought hard, particularly in the second half of the season. FEU had a great run. UP had a great run. And UST, you know, they've been fairly consistent all year long. So, you know, I suspect that we don't, you know, UP has the twice-the-beat advantage, but we don't really know who's going to pop out. But what I would like to say about our basketball team is there's been a lot of talk about the UP team and, you know, a team that has great heart. And I agree with that. We've seen that, you know, throughout the second round or throughout the whole season. They've won tough games. They've won games right down at the end, and they've shown great character in those games. But there's been a grave misconception about my basketball team when they talk about us being kind of, you know, super efficient and almost robotic. I don't think people understand the amount of heart that it takes to build the basketball team that we have built, and the job particularly that these 5 seniors have done in that. This is a team that has a tremendous amount of heart because, you know, what determines heart? I mean, the sacrifices that these guys have made. This is the hardest practicing team that I've ever coached in 40 years. That doesn't come because you're super disciplined or because, you know, you're robotic guys that just do what you're told. It's driven by an unbelievable sense of determination, passion, belief in one another, and I think that's what equates to heart. And I'm just surrounded, not just these 5, but I'm surrounded by a basketball team that humbles me as a competitor with how much heart they have, with how much passion they have to succeed. And what you see out there is not the byproduct of some machine that we have put together. That's the byproduct of a group of men that commit themselves to one another and commit their heart to a cause. Our job is far from done. And in fact, it's going to get harder. But at this point, I can say that I'm very proud of these men. And I know that they will not take that as any sort of sign to relax. In fact, we practice tomorrow. So our job is far from over. We've enjoyed every step of the way. I believe we have an outstanding basketball team, but we haven't proven ourselves at the last hurdle yet. And I look forward to working with these guys for another few weeks to achieve that, if we can. And we will pay all due respect to our opponents. And when I say that, that means we will go at them with everything that we have, because that's what they will deserve. So thank you all very much. I'd love for these guys to, you know, speak their mind and their heart, because these are true Ateneans, and that's something special in this world. Thank you very much.
Okay, we have 31st. What can you say about your elimination round campaign?
Sabihin ko sana, pero naunahan ako ni Coach Tab eh. Tagalog, Coach. Well, I think for our elimination campaign, our elimination round campaign, it wasn't really perfect. We had a lot of mistakes. We had a lot of things to work on. It was brutal for us, lalo na sa practice or sa viewing session pag sinasabi ni Coach Tab yung mga mali namin. But just like what Coach Tab said, we really absorbed it because we wanted to play for one another. And we wanted to make this team special, especially us seniors. It's going to be our last year in collegiate basketball. and we just want to make sure that we end on a good note. And in facing UP, we know that they were gonna come out strong and highly motivated kasi nga off their win with LaSalle. And we tried to stop him. Kaya nung first quarter, medyo shaky yung start namin. We tried to put ourselves together and make sure na we do our jobs. So, very tough game from UP, very physical. Pero I'm proud of the team sa lahat ng mga ginawa namin, kahit yung sa obstacles na dinaanan namin nung game. Yun.
Okay, same question, Isaac.
I think 30 said everything. But really, yes, you see that we have the 14-0 record now, but back as Coach Tab would always preach, it's always the next game that matters. We work every day, work hard every day, next game mentality, next man up. And as seen by our season, these 2 rounds, you've seen a lot of guys step up, a lot of guys grown into their roles, have stepped up when needed, and that's what the beauty about our team is that in these last two rounds, we've shown that we've trusted everyone because we know that they've worked hard in practice, they've given all their all, and it's their chance to show what they've got.
Matt.
Sinabi na ni 30 pati ni Isaac, nahihirapan na kami dito. Siguro sa akin, as a leader of the team, English, the job's not done. You know, our main goal is the championship and to improve every game. So this 14-0 is pretty special for us. We can celebrate for a bit. But as Coach Tab said, we practice tomorrow. And this resting period is really crucial for us. They say it's medyo disadvantage amin na sweet. For us, it's really a blessing. We get to rest. We get to really rest kasi grabe yung games namin this month. So it's a really blessing for us, and we'll be waiting. We'll be waiting, and we'll watch every team.
Mike.
Well, siguro I just want to finish it off with... Ay, wala, sorry. No. I thought he won't graduate yet, but he will go with us pala. No, I'm just kidding. Well, this 14-0 sweep that we did doesn't mean a thing without a championship ring, di ba? Yun nga yung quote na sa NBA, sinabi ng Chicago Bulls ata. Coach Sandy reminded us a while ago. And it's true, di ba? It doesn't mean a thing, all of the hard work and sacrifices that we did during the off-season. It doesn't mean a thing if we don't win it all come the finals, di ba? So we're hungry for more. Yun na lang sasabihin ko.
They basically said everything, so if I say something, I would just reiterate what they're saying. But what I'd like to say, I'm very proud of this team, and I really love every one of them. They're all my brothers, and especially these 5. We started together. We basically entered the program together, and it's nice to see that what we have accomplished. And like everyone said, the job's not done, so we're gonna try and win it.
Okay, we have Setel Tupas. Please use the mic.
How would you manage the long break for you guys?
Well, we don't have a break. Basically, for us, it's business as usual. We will just prepare for our opponent specifically once we know who that is. But in the meantime, we will work to build our basketball team. We will put some new stuff in that teams won't be able to go back and review our films and say that we're going to see the same team. That's one of the advantages of the break. And we're going to have some fun. I mean, this is the last 2 to 3 weeks that we're going to spend together as a team. And we know how to work hard. There's no questions about that. And we know how to enjoy one another's company. But, we need to cherish these 3 weeks, and we need to be productive in these 3 weeks. I'm really confident that we can build a better basketball team than what we have with this time. So that's what we're going to do. I don't think it's a question of managing it. We're going to go to practice, and we're going to improve. And, these other teams are going to slug it out. And there is an argument that, those games keep them sharp and fresh. But we'll be sharp. I don't have any doubt that we will fall off our game.
Coach, congratulations for your sweep. My question is this: how do you manage the playing minutes of your players? Considering number one, you've been winning by an average of 17 points a game. So how do you spread the minutes? So how do you make sure that everybody is happy with their minutes?
Well, it's impossible to make sure everybody's happy with their minutes. 200 minutes doesn't go into 16 players very easily, and we talk about that. And we know that some players suffer through that don't get the number of minutes that they certainly deserve. But we can't do anything about that. 200 goes into 16, and we're not about, an egalitarian system. I could care less about equality. I play players that deserve to play. I play players that need to play. And if they go out there and demonstrate that, for whatever reason this isn't their game, then we don't have any problem with who we ask to play next. So that's just the way it is. We can't, be soft about that, and we can't apologize, and we can't have guys crying that they don't get minutes. Their job is to earn the minutes that they do get, and and make their case for when these 5 go. How are the next group that replace them going to make this a better basketball team? Because that's the only thing I'm interested in, is how we become better. Right? We'll say goodbye to these guys and, good riddance, really. I mean that sarcastically. Don't, just for 1 or 2 of them. It's good riddance. I'm looking at you. I'm looking dead at you. But no, our philosophy is very consistent on that. We play guys that deserve to play, and we play them what we think we need to play them, and so far so good.
Coach, as a follow-up in relation to that, how is the health of the team entering the playoffs? How is the health of everybody?
Couldn't be better. Couldn't be better. We're healthy. We're strong. We lift weights 4 times a week. We don't back off of any of our work, and we're not going to back off of any of our work because it works.
To the players, sinabi nyo kanina syempre na 14-0 is nothing if you want to win a championship. So, how are you gonna take this pressure right now? Itong accomplishment na to 230 and the rest.
The pressure? Well, I think there's always pressure naman for us, especially nung start pa lang, before pa mag-start yung season, they're already expecting something out of our team, whether it's a sweep or whether it's to win a lot of games. But I think the pressure that really matters is the pressure that we put on ourselves on trying to be the best team and best individuals that we could possibly be. And I think that's what Coach Tab really iterates in our practices. Now, we can't avoid the outside noise. Lagi naman yan, whether it's your family member, kung sinong magsabi sa'yo kung ano yung gusto nila mangyari, whether it's a sweep, whether kung ano man yun. I really think our main focus is that we work together as a team and we do the things that we have to do in order to be the best version of ourselves.
Okay. Congratulations, coach, and the players. Thank you.